you were part of a 6-for-6 touchdown possessions in a row there. Kind of share the thoughts on that.
It was good. Obviously, we did a lot of good things today. It really, really helps when your offensive line and running backs are running the ball like they are. I mean, it was the momentum we just felt was just leaning forward. Our drives were going. So I thought Dorsey was dialing them up, had some great play calls, and we were able to execute, give some guys some chances on the outside, and these guys pounding the rock, kept the pressure on them.
It also looked like you were in a much better rhythm today, for whatever reason. Is that true, do you think?
Yeah, I felt a lot better today. Like you said, for whatever reason, a lot of things, but I think Dorsey had some great play calls. O-line played really, really well. It was nice to get out there and throw a few to Diggs and Gabe and get it going a little bit and put some points on the board. I think it was a great offensive output.
You did have the opportunity when you came in. The starting offensive line was still in there. You mentioned Diggs and Davis were still in there as well. To get some of those reps with those guys is important for you. If something does happen to Josh. So were you looking forward to that opportunity, and what did you take away from playing with those guys?
Yeah, it was great. Just the communication in the huddle to the snap with Mitch, to seeing Steph, Gabe, how they come out of breaks and those guys. So I think those are priceless reps that you don't get very often. So I wanted to make the most of them, and I'm glad we did.
A lot of the guys talked about in practice this week and a big emphasis on taking care of the football, maybe given the way the first half went last week. Was that the case, and how good was it to see that those practice efforts translated to the field?
Yeah, you love when you emphasize a point, coach emphasizes the points, operation starting fast, being championship caliber, and going out and executing those things. Obviously, taking care of the ball, having the mindset that we did. I think those are all things you love to see. And there's still things to work on. We have a lot of stuff that we can go watch this tape and get better at.
How reassuring was it? How reassuring was it to see Josh just go out efficiently, take six plays and score touchdowns, and you do what you did with your reps, to see that you're on the same page with Ken and just things are coming?
Yeah, it might look a little different when Josh is out there. When I'm out there, I didn't have any 360 in the pocket, throw it down the field to Gabe and make incredible play. That was fun to watch. I'm excited to watch 17 play football this year. But yeah, like I said, anytime you go out and do what we did, running the football with these guys, communication up front with the checks and the runs. It's not just sit there and call a play. I mean, we have a lot of different plays called on each play, and to get everybody lined up and then get these guys in space. He can tell you that the line played great today, and there was a lot of great holes, and these guys were hitting them hard. So to be able to do what we did, I think today started running the football. It was really well.
You know how hard it is to run in the red zone. Everything's tighter down there, but between Zach and then you laid, just the way the lanes were opening up, even in tight space. What did you see from the guys up front?
Exactly what you said. The lanes was opening up. I think it was from start to finish. I think the first group kind of set the tempo and kind of set the level of physicality for the second and third group. We came in at halftime, and the message was the same message we had in the first half. Keep it going, keep pushing, play fast and physical. And I think the guys up front did that from start to finish.
Duke, what's that say about the team, the mentality? Because maybe it would be easier, natural, to just take your foot off the gas a little bit, especially when you're that far up. But to see the second unit and then the third unit continue to build on what the starters did, I mean, it seems like it just filters down and kind of gives everyone on the entire roster confidence. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think going out there with the second team, the second unit, third unit, that's like the beginning of our game. So our score is 0-0. So we still have to go out there and put points on the board and produce and kind of do our job. We can't go out there and we're up 20 and we can do nothing. No, that's not how it works. So when we go out there with any unit, that unit has to do their job. We can't depend on the last unit before us to, kind of put the game away. We have to go out there and do it. And I think we did it in almost every unit. Well, every unit for sure.
When you got Josh in case, throwing it all over the yard with efficiency, and then Coach Dorsey calls up 23 personnel down on the 2-yard line, and you guys can just mash it in two. How unstoppable do you guys feel
It's a mindset. I think the biggest thing is we try to, one thing that Coach Dorsey and the staff do a great job at is making sure we understand what we're trying to accomplish, the mindset of this team. When we get down in short yards goal line, we can pass the ball, of course, but we want to be able to show and know to one another that we can run it. And I think that was something we went out today and kind of showed was, we can get down there, we can pass it, we can throw fade balls, we can throw slants, we can throw tight end pops, but I think at the end of the day, you have to be a two-dimensional team. We have to be able to run and pass in almost every situation. Just going out there and showing that we can do that is something I think we want to do.
Raheem mentioned specifically you when asked about how he's able to have the success he's had these first 2 weeks. What is it about what you've been telling him that's worked so well?
Nah, it's not me. I can tell you it's not me. All I try to do is keep Raheem on the right path. As a young guy who probably don't get a lot of reps, the reps that he deserves, you just have to understand that when you do go out there and you get reps, you make the most of them. But the things he do in between those white lines is all him. But at the end of the day, me being a veteran, just trying to teach the younger guys the way this league operates, and just always be ready for the opportunity.
You take a little credit, man. Take a little credit, man. Come on, man.
Chase, how much does a balanced attack help this offense?
I mean, you saw it today. A lot of the explosive plays were, play action type plays. It's just about creating space at the right time, especially against teams, like today we're playing some zones. So, having linebackers step up and creating space between that secondary, and the linebackers and letting those guys, run all sorts of different routes that are a little deeper down the field are huge, and not just dropping back or, like you said, being one-dimensional, being all sorts of dimensions, I think is it really helps.